I'm not even ready to go. Hopefully this works. I've been doing some interestingly new things, so I'm trying to make sure everything is toppy tippers, as it were. Is it working yet? Let me try to refresh this. Alright, so everything's obviously going to take its sweet time to load. Oh, it's stuttering. On my end, at least. Let's just give it a minute. Let's relax. Let's chill out. Let's see, let it catch up. Come on, now touch me, babe. Can't you see that I am not afraid? No. What was that promise that you made? Won't you tell me what she said? Oh, I probably should let the crew know that I am doing my thing. Twitch.tv/Mace Valor. Sorry, I'm yawning so much right now. So I guess I'm online on Twitch? Is everything else working? I don't even know. This guy, yeah, me. Yo, what's up? Still dark, but it's all good. What's up, brother? Dude, alright, I'm already an hour late into this stream. Already an hour late. But we're good. So far, so good. Everything seems to be working. I just woke up from an afternoon nap. That's why I'm an hour late to this. Monty! Yo, what's up, dude? Some good old Foxco representation in this bitch. I like that. I'm just trying to get this, trying to get all this set up. And it just don't seem to... It just... Everything's running super slow right now. Like, ridiculously slow. Come on. Ugh. I'm just trying to change... And it's not letting... Like, it'll let me, but it's everything's taking so long to load. I guess I have to assume that everything's working, even though I have no idea that it actually is. So that's what happens when you on a potato laptop. So, it works for the most part, but not when I need it to. So, wow, I'm so sorry. That's this weird thing. But, like, the first hour or two after I wake up, if I try to talk, yeah, if I try to talk, it's, I yawn like crazy. It's first thing in the morning, it's like, I just can't talk for, like, the first couple hours. But I do anyway. So, that's a thing. Alright, let me post all this stuff up in Discord. Try to get the wagon. Why won't it shut up? I don't want to hear my voice. Yeah, YouTube does not want to. Neither does Facebook. Facebook. So typically how this works. Come on. Alright, so typically... Oh my god, I am so unprepared tonight. I'm so sorry. We'll just roll with it. So typically how this works, especially coming off the debates last night, which I'm sure so this is my thought. Either you guys watch the debates, or you're just memeing about the debates, going off of like the headlines, going off of the highlights. I have it recorded. I haven't watched it yet. I do want to sit and watch it in its entirety. Just because, like, hey, I'm down to see the shit show, you know? I'm totally down for that, That's it. That's what I'm trying to... That's what I need to fix. Let me fix it. I guess it's dashboard. I never... Like, all this time streaming, and I still don't even understand how to use Twitch. At all. And... I guess Facebook is like broken. Oh my god. I can't even talk because every time I try to say anything, I fucking yawn. I'm literally just trying to finish all this. So usually what we do is oh my god. I'm not gonna lie. I could sleep right now. I am exhausted. I have no reason to be, but I am tired as hell. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, you name it. My soul is just tired as hell. Very. Everything. I'm just... Oh, I don't want to feel like this tired, man. It doesn't feel right. Okay. I can't do anything, man. This computer is running so insanely slow. Now. Control C and then enter. Oh. Oops. Oh, wow. So sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry you guys got to be around for this. Usually I have all this stuff done before I stream. This is what we call housekeeping. Yes, send. There we go. There we go. Where's General? Oh, come on. So, what I'm doing now is I'm trying to put my alerts out on the Discord. And I'm just trying to scroll to the right user channel so I can post this. And then I can go make the alterations I have to make in other places. But it's running so slow, and I think it's because of I've got so much going on the computer right now. So, yeah, if you're watching in the future, just fast forward, like, for a while. Alright, switch. There we go. Come on. Come on. Boom! Alright, now I gotta... Oh wow, it was like right in my grill. I mean, I could just kick it back, man. I could just be mellow. Michael made that! Michael made that. Look at that. And he didn't even turn it in. The day he was supposed to do his presentation, he decided to skip class. And it's like all the other kids took a piece of paper and drew some crap on it, right? Those are the planets. That's the solar system. And I'm so proud of my boy. He included Pluto. It's got the little heart on it. That's amazing. And you can see the giant canyon on Mars. I don't know. I love it. It's great. It's one of the best things I've ever seen. But he still didn't freaking turn it in. All that work he put into it. Kids, man. I'm telling you, this distance learning. This distance learning is, oh boy. Is it an interesting beast nonetheless. Trying to find a decent position for this mic where it's not obscuring my beautiful mug. I'm trying to get to my channel. Can we do this? Is this a thing? YouTube's not. Alright, I'm closing out YouTube because I'm just gonna have faith that YouTube's working. Nothing I can do about any of that. Quick question on your guys' end. That's what I need to know. On your guys' end, how is the quality? I'm assuming that there's quite a bit of stuttering just from what I can see on my end, but then once again, I can't see the exact same quality that you guys can. I can just look off statistics. And looking off the statistics, I mean, it's okay. Numbers are fun, but you never know. Yeah, and Facebook isn't loading at all. Alright, no. Alright, I gotta change the category to just chatting. Just chatting. No, it's there. It's there. Don't do anything else. Ugh. Done. Okay. I think we've been able to successfully update things on Twitch. Can't do anything about YouTube, unfortunately. Alright, let me see. La la la. Yeah, I can't do shit for Facebook either, man. Bum, bum. So, la la la. Yeah, I can't do shit for Facebook. Alright, yeah, so I'm assuming. Why won't it let me pause my own shit? Stuff. Things. Blah. I just try to edit the post. Okay, come on. Come on. There we go. Yep. I figured as much. Alright, so I'm going to completely close out of Chrome because I think that's what's killing me. More than anything. As far as OBS goes, haven't dropped any frames, but I think... No, dude, I'm streaming this on multiple... I'm trying to keep it relatively chill. Trying to keep it relatively cool, man. I'm not trying to kind of be that guy that I typically am. You know, unless we get some people on the program that are like, oh, hey, let's talk about this. Yeah, that's the name of the game. I will argue with anyone about anything. I thought you just got done downloading a bunch of RAM. Yeah, I did upgrade from 4 gigabytes to 16, but you got to remember the processor, you know, it still is what it is. So when I have multiple video sources up, so from YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and I'm trying to make like adjustments on multiple pages to a live stream video that's buffering and stuff, it's just there's just gonna be hiccups. There's just gonna be hiccups. So where is so I'm gonna try to adjust what I can. I mean, yeah, I guess YouTube is technically working. So I'm gonna try to. All right, I guess technically they're all working. So here I am. Hi, how are ya? You're oh so glorious, Mace Valor. If you haven't yet, pick up a copy of Shelter. I don't know when the next free day is gonna be. I think it's probably sometime in November, but there will be another free day coming up this year. Several stretches of days. Wow, I can see all your frames now. I know, it's dope, isn't it? So, where am I? No. I'm working on some things. There's a lot of head space, but I don't know where to put this damn camera. I'm like super low. Like I'm trying to work with what I got, and I kind of rushed it tonight. I did because of this. I was napping way too long. I'm like always tired, man, and I have no reason to be. That's the part that gets me. You know, it's like, oh, it's because you're 30 now. It's like, dude, no, 30's the new 28. I should be feeling great. I know I can't rush it, but the whole premise was to try to figure things out at an earlier time. It was your suggestion, so it's what I'm doing. Bro, what's up? Welcome back to the program. Remember, the name of the game is I will argue with anyone about anything, so please, I welcome it. I thrive on informing people on why their opinions are wrong. Wow. And not to mention, I think I'm hungry. I'm not sure if I am, but ordering from Postmates is kind of a scam. But I'm having Subway delivered to me. Should get here in 30 minutes. All right, let me tell you something. So, I have a special place in my heart for like DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, like all the food delivery stuff, and just independent contractor work in general. This whole gig economy thing, right? I have a special place in my heart for all of it. I only ordered from Postmates today because I had a coupon. Well, that's cool, dude. Well, that's a stupid as hell opinion you have that I can argue against. What is? Wait, what are you talking about, foibles? I almost dropped the government name. What are you talking about, boy? So here's the thing, man. The ride, the wave of the whole gig economy thing, it's a scam of presentation, because these companies are very predatory in the fact that the way that they market everything that they push it towards people that are uninformed, right? So for example, a lot of their advertisements trying to get people to come on board to these platforms is like, oh, hey, be your own boss, control your own schedule, like make all this crazy money, which is baseless. It's like, oh, you could average $30 an hour. It's like, you could average $30 an hour if you factor in tips, which are never a guarantee, if you factor in the fact that you can get multiple deliveries done within a single hour. I mean, there are so many factors. When you actually break it down, you're essentially working for minimum wage doing these jobs. Now, that's a case-by-case basis. Some people in some areas can make some more money. But overall, when everything is put into account, you're really not making a whole lot. The biggest expense is obviously going to be your own vehicle and your own gas. You do not get compensated for that at all. And the reason why is you're an independent contractor, not an employee. They're not required to compensate you for your expenses. At the end of the year, you put in on your taxes, and if you do your taxes right, you shouldn't have to pay anything. But once again, that's where it's kind of like a double-edged sword. You're not really making a whole lot of money from the guise of the independent contractor, right? So these companies are predatory in the sense is that they go after people that are going to be none the wiser, the ones that don't really understand the nature of being an independent contractor. So, but they just jump into it because it's like, oh, I could do this as a side hustle, right? They say be your own boss and stuff. A lot of people do it as a side hustle. At the same time, a lot of people are doing this stuff full time. Me. And I met a lot of other people that stopped the 9 to 5 to do gig work, to do on-demand stuff, to kind of own their own success. But the thing is, at the end of the day, is that when you're slotted onto a platform, you're essentially putting all your eggs in one basket. So I was on multiple platforms. I didn't just stick to just one. I was on multiple. But at the end of the day, my success and the ceiling, the top of the ladder that I could climb was tied into those platforms, right? It was walled into that ecosystem, because had I want to break free and go out on my own, it would have cost a lot more. Oh, wait, hold on. Back it up. What are you talking about? Ubers are definitely 1099. What are you talking about? It's really high balling, and it's also assuming you're always going to be on maximum hustle. Oh yeah, because that's what they do, man. Is they want to like make it seem like it's going to be this wonderful thing for everyone. It's kind of like the whole LuLaRoe or It Works and stuff. That's a little different, because that's a different kind of, that's a pyramid scheme altogether. That's or Ponzi's, it's whatever. It's essentially, that's that whole you make your money by bringing people on board. But when you bring people on board, only the people at the very beginning are really going to be making any money, because when it goes down the ladder and stuff. And I think it's like an extension of 25 people when you actually do the math out, then you've kind of covered every single person on the planet. So but you had the whole LuLaRoe, you had It Works, fucking Tupperware parties. We can look back in the the late 80s, early 90s about actually as far back as the 70s, but Tupperware parties. Okay, Tupperware parties lasted for a very long time, and those operated from the same way as anything else. You kind of get people together, you throw this party, right, and to sell Tupperware to people. This is before it got super prevalent in stores. This kind of process of their door-to-door was a thing. He told me it's not the case. I have no clue how they actually handle their workers with regard to tax withholdings and shit. Well, I wish he would have told you more, but from the last I checked, pretty much, I think California was the state that did that had passed Assembly Bill 5, which reclassified gig workers as full-time employees, depending upon the nature of the platform. One of the first ones to kind of hard press on it was TaskRabbit, which was the platform that I used to work on as a handyman. So what they did is they started getting hardcore on TaskRabbit about business licenses, because that's a huge way to indicate like, oh, you're self-employed and all this stuff. But the nature of Uber, they could have kept it like Uber could have kept it with no problem from the state had they followed one very simple rule, and that is you cannot punish your workers or your contractors because they're on a contract basis. And part of the contract basis is that if I'm an Uber driver and I'm going to pick somebody up, I have the option if I want to pick that person up or if I do not. And driving in my own private car, I'm allowed to make these options, because I'm the one that's solely responsible for all the things it entails for what I work, for the work that I do. So because of that, when you have people that it's kind of like algorithm based. So they would punish people for not accepting rides. So if you don't accept rides because like, oh, that's not worth it for me, because you get people that are smart that are like, that's not gonna cut it. I'm not taking this ride. I'm not going this distance. It doesn't add up, or this one's too short, or whatever. Right? People will be picky. So because people are picky about the jobs that they get, Uber started kind of scaling back the amount of work that was available to them. It's like, hey, if you don't get so many rides, if what's it called? Oh, I don't even have TaskRabbit on here anymore. It's like a completion rate or acceptance rating. That acceptance rating is the number one thing that all platforms, it only makes sense to game the system. Well, yeah, that's the thing though. And we as independent contractors, we have that right. We're allowed to do that. There's no problem with it whatsoever. The problem is when companies like Uber, Lyft, like all of them, all the gig companies have done this to one extent or another. If your acceptance rating is low, meaning that you do not accept an incoming job, that sucks for the company, because then it's like, all right, well, that's a missed opportunity for us. We could have gotten that ride and that money, or you could have done that job and we could have gotten our cut from that job, but you decide not to take it. So that person could have gone elsewhere, or anything could have happened. So they punish you. So what they do is when your acceptance rating gets low, it's usually like on a 30-day calendar block of time of how it takes to reset your acceptance rating. But if your acceptance rating is low, what they'll do is they essentially turn off visibility for you. So I know, like on DoorDash, if you had a low acceptance rating, you just wouldn't get any jobs. There was a way to game the system on DoorDash and like Postmates. So, because I've done Postmate jobs while doing DoorDash jobs at the same time. So I would do these jobs. I would have both apps on the phone at the same time, and they both have access to like internals on your phone, like GPS positioning, incoming calls, incoming messages, which is weird. Why do you need to know incoming? Like, why do you have to get my data back and forth? Like, why are you collecting that? Well, that's because they have third-party apps, or it's finally one early. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. Welcome back to the program. Tonight's like a test to see. It was supposed to start at 6. But I was a little late. As a contractor, you don't have any obligation to the company besides what's specifically outlined in the contract. That said, what's stopping these companies from detailing these contracts, such as they can behave as your employer without benefits that come with that? That's the whole thing about Assembly Bill 5, is that it's called the ABCs of employment. There's like essentially like a quick reference chart to what classifies someone as a traditional employee as opposed to 9 to 5. And they found in California with Assembly Bill 5 that a lot of these companies like Uber, Lyft, which were like the primary focus for Assembly Bill 5, is that a lot of these people were essentially being treated as employees, and it all boils down to acceptance rating. It's like, because I have the ability to accept or deny, where my flat earthers at? No flat earthers. No. Why would we talk about flat earthers, man? Ugh. It's like you people always. It's all you ever want to talk about. It's like the earth is flat. And I got some people say it's shaped like a satellite dish, and it's like, oh no, it's the earth is flat and we're on top of a giant turtle. Discworld, if you guys. Anyway, yeah. So the thing is, yeah, I keep repeating myself, but it boils down to the acceptance rating. That's the acceptance rating, and the way that they hinder people being able to move forward on the platform and be able to get more work is by hindering them through the utilization of that. The earth is a pizza. Pizza? Is that what you're trying to say, Foibles? Alright. I need to see if these are even on, man. Hold on. Pizza. I honestly believe the earth is flat because most humans have flat feet. Hashtag science. Science. Yeah, okay. You gotta be playing with me, man. Come on. Don't do that to me. Alright, we're gonna try to move some stuff around. Alright. I mean, it's a little... Oh my god, everything is in the way! Alright, I'm gonna try to... Hold on. This is gonna... Pizza, but spelled phonetically. Pizza? Pizza. Well, yeah, I guess you're right. I want to buy shelter. Well, if you're watching on Twitch, there's a link for it right down below. And ya boy Macy would appreciate it. And FYI, you guys have no idea. Like, alright, so when it comes to my book, you guys have no, like, I've been trying to stress this for the longest time. Because I've had people buy my book. I've had people buy it, read it, love it, all that jazz. But they don't review it on Amazon. That literally kills me. Like, if someone buys my book, but does not read it, that screws up my book in the algorithm for you. If someone buys my book and reviews it, they don't have to buy it. They could like go on read it on Kindle Unlimited. But if my book is bought or read and gets a review, boom, you have no idea. Like, I'm at 9 reviews now. At 10 reviews, it's like when I'm trying to like verbalize this so that people like totally understand the severity of it. But like even one review would skyrocket my book, like exponentially, like each time. Like I've noticed this every time that my book gets why not rent out a bot farm to review it for you? Come on, dude. No. I've had like, what is it, about 6,000 people read my book. So that's aggregated numbers from people that have read it on Kindle Unlimited, which is most people have read it on Kindle Unlimited. The next thing is just Kindle in general, them downloading it for free during the free days. So that's been a thing. And then people buying the paper copy. So out of all those different aggregated numbers of people getting my book, just a second. It's been roughly 6,000 people. Of 6,000 people, right? On Kindle Unlimited, I have a 65-70% completion rating, which means that, let's say roughly between 3,000 and 3,500 people have completely read my book in its entirety. Have completely read it. So there's, let's say 3,000 people have completely read my book. Out of those 3,000 people, I've only have 9 reviews. Typically, it's one every 100 people, on average, will review a book. Good, bad, or indifferent. It doesn't matter. On average, you get 1 review per 100 people that have bought or read it. I've had 3,000 people finish it, and only 9 people have actually left a review. And what that does, that hurts me. Like, you have no idea how bad, because the algorithm is going off of the 1 in 100 ratio. So if you were to go off the 1 in 100 ratio, if you have 3,000 people that have read my book in its entirety and only 9 people have reviewed it, that makes my book seem like garbage when you break down the math on it. So anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going all over the place. Maybe the metrics are scuffed. All I'm saying, it's like, if people get my book, I hope you like it, but please, when you're done with it, please review it. Even a single review drastically bumps me up in the rankings. Every time I get a review on my book, I'm getting pushed anywhere from 100 to 200 books higher. Because remember, there's a shitload of books on Amazon, and even when you break down the categories, in the categories that my book is in, there's a lot of competition there. I don't know how to leave a review. I'm a good writer. it doesn't have to be anything crazy. You know, you just go on Amazon, and then you like, oh, review the book, whatever. Okay, after you bought it, read it, and all that stuff, and then you just put how many stars, and then you just write, oh, I thought it was good, bad, or indifferent, or I recommend it, or it's garbage, you need to get rid of this shit, or whatever, however you feel. Shit was decent. Anyway, I can't tell you guys to... All I can say is if you do buy it and you do enjoy it, please, I would appreciate it if you leave a review. That's the furthest extent of what I'm legally allowed to say when it comes to Amazon's terms of service and whatnot. So, but I'm telling you, the weight of a review is a lot. Anyway, that's just to kind of, you know, shameless plug. Very shameful, as I've carried on with that topic for far too long. Mace, please do an ASMR voice with a Trump voice saying, Joe Biden's son does coke. I need it. What does a Trump voice even sound like? Well, terrific. We're gonna do amazing. You know, China virus. You know, it's the best ever. It's gonna be a wall. Mexico, they're gonna pay for it. That's what you got. We're the greatest ever. I mean, come on. Grab him by the wall. He's got some erotic fiction in the works. Just gotta sub to his Patreon. You can get us some sneak peek. Yeah, sure. Why not? No erotic. No. I'm gonna leave a review, a promise. Well, I would appreciate that. Okay, I'm trying. How do I do the Trump voice? I'm horrible at impersonations. Now let me tell you something. Joe Biden, his Joe Biden's son does coke, huh? The greatest cocaine ever. Come from Colombia? No. Come right here, made in America, huh? So Joe Biden's son does coke. We can't see the YouTube comments, which is why I'm reading them out loud. Like I said, I'm still working out the kinks in all this. And the YouTube people... Well, actually, the YouTube people can actually see the Twitch comments, so there's that. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Ah, weemba way, a weemba way. Okay. Well, I mean, it's looking good on Facebook, man. It's looking good on Facebook. What can I say? Yeah, they don't have the cool emotes on YouTube. I don't like. Here's the thing, man. As long as I've been around doing this stuff, I have limited experience with how to utilize a lot of it. And the reason why is because the potato laptop. Technically, I can only really get so far working with this damn thing. So because of that, it kind of limits my scope on things. I just want to kick back. So, how am I going to sit? So yeah, we are doing an earlier stream tonight. So, and I do want to argue with anyone about anything. You're old. It's not that I'm old, man. It's just that if I had let's say I had a more, like when I did have a more powerful machine, my streams did look like the presentation of it and everything was a lot better. There was it's like a 3-month length of time where my production and everything looked really good. I had the crazy transitions, the lighting was a lot better, like all these different things, because I had better access and I understood the programs more, and that kind of all went away. Adam Sandler, new movie. I can't stand Adam Sandler. There are some things that he's been in that, yeah, you know what, yeah, or some things that he was in back in the day where I'm like, oh, yeah. Reign Over Me was a good one. I like that. Uncut Gems, I like that. Some of his more serious roles. Funny People was a good one. Like, there was just a bunch of movies that he did that were really good. The more serious ones. But a lot of the I'll argue the acting merits of Adam Sandler. Here's the thing: I think he's a great actor. I've seen him in more serious roles, and the dude can act, man. He's got some talent. He's got some skill. All right, but a lot of this lowest common denominator level humor that he makes, like with his Netflix exclusives, they're really bad. They're like bad. It's scary how horrible it is. And it's, you've kind of noticed this thing with comedians where they essentially become a factory, you know? Like, who is that? Jessie McCarthy or whatever her name is? All of her movies are essentially the same, you know? And you could kind of, it's kind of like they kind of like turn certain high profile people, like actors, or mostly comedians, they just turn them into factories. You know, we've seen it with Kevin Hart. We've seen it with Will Ferrell. We've seen it, you know, Jim Carrey and stuff. Like they just, oh, these are the funny people. Let's put them in everything, and they put them in these, like, you know, relatively moderate budgeted movies. You know, where the comedian is making a shit ton of money. You know, because they're high profile. He makes movies so he can take his buddies on vacation. I mean, that's cool, man. Why would you... Oh, that's dope, dude. Well, I appreciate that. I'm not going to be able to see it for several days because Amazon has some weird sort of verification thing. So, when it's uploaded, I'll take a look at it, and I will thank you dearly. Also, thank you for the eye candy on Instagram. It always looks good. A clean truck is a happy truck. A clean tech is a rich tech, because no one wants to buy stuff from a dirty tech. That's another interesting thing. It's like, you would think that when you look at someone that's clean and put together and stuff, and then you look at someone that's like dingy and dirty, it's like, who's the one that worked harder? Foibles! What are you doing? No. Damn it, dude. Come on. Ugh. Foibles. I am also streaming on Facebook as well, so my friends and family can see this. The people that don't usually go to my YouTube, the people that don't usually go to my Twitch, that group of people can see this. I have boomers in my life that find things like that to be relatively offensive. Have you seen The Rock's video supporting Joe? I've heard about it. I don't know. Here's the thing with Joe, man. It's like, people are supporting Joe just to oppose Trump. That's the feeling that I'm getting. They're not supporting Joe because they think he's the best. He's the lesser of two evils. Or, well, he's not Trump. It's like, well, what about the other girl? What about the independent girl? And, you know, sorry about what happened to you. Wait, who are we talking about? What happened to me? Huh? Sorry about what happened to you. I'm so lost. My bad, bro. Oh, God. There you go again. Ah! See, they can see the Twitch chat. They can't see... The Twitch chat's the only chat that they can see. They can't see the chat from YouTube. So, just throwing that out there. Oh, you guys are funny. What happened? I don't know what happened. Sorry about what happened to you. What is... Oh! With his truck? Because I follow him on Instagram, and not too long ago, something in his truck broke, and like the railing with all that holds like all of his tools and stuff just completely. I picked the correct chat, I guess. Well, everyone prefers Twitch when it comes to live streaming. We all prefer Twitch, mainly because of emotes. Emotes are going to constantly bring us back. Oh, what? I think you mentioned that a while back on Insta or somewhere. Damn, dude. Hold on. Hey, baby. You have the info, right? Okay. This dinner is being ordered, so. Robbed all his tools. Dude, man, I am so sorry to hear that. That really blows. You know, when I first moved out to Vegas, I had a ton of HVAC equipment. I had a ton, and I was desperately in need for cash. I sold probably about resale market value, not even retail value, but resale market. It was probably. Oh wait, I can actually, if no one's in the chat over here, I can actually kind of close that off. It was resale value probably somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,200 worth of tools. I mean, we're talking multimeter, gauges, and this is all like the Yellow Jacket ones, field gauge or field piece. I had a bunch of field piece stuff. I had a bunch of like hand tools. I had power tools. Like I had crazy amount of tools, but it was in the middle of winter. None of the HVAC companies out here were hiring, like none of them. And I desperately needed money. Oh, dang it, foibles. All right, I'll bring the chat back. There you go. Great. Yeah, that's what pops up for everybody to see. It's just nice, spicy, and wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm definitely going to get a few DMs about this from some older people that watch my reruns of my live streams. I'm trying not to offend people. Trying to keep it mellow. Anyway, so I sold all my tools for like $150, you know. And it's because I was desperate, you know. I had no money for food, no money for gas, nothing, dude. So we find ourselves in weird, crazy positions like that in life, and I don't know, it just kind of is what it is. But that was years ago. How long ago was that? That was a long time ago. It's 2017. And that happened in January. Because I moved out in December. And relatively quickly, if you don't have a job to replace your cash flow, if you don't have a means of procuring money, it dries up relatively quickly. So, yeah, man. And well, so I'm a writer and I write. Oh yeah, so someone on YouTube asked, Mace, will you ever do a biography of your life? I honestly want to read stories like you sleeping in your car. I mean those are stories I could just tell, but there is a story that a biography of sorts that I was working on. I got pretty far in it, but the idea of what I wanted to do with it kind of never took off. I needed people that I was enlisted with. It was called 6 Years a Spoon, and the idea was, you know, I would tell my story of me being in the Army, and I would also talk with people that I enlisted with, and, you know, kind of get their vantage point. Help for the dinner. Woo! Super chats! Oh, thank you much, 4K. Oh. Yeah, buddy. Making that YouTube dinero. Thank you for the $2.50. You the real MVP, my boy. I wonder if the alert went off, because I can't hear it. Let me turn the desktop audio back on. Not that it matters. Macy Boy appreciates. Absolutely. So, yeah, so it just never kind of took off any way that I wanted it. But it was called 6 Years a Spoon, and I have a whole bunch of chapters on it written. I think if I spent like a month or two on it, I could finish it out, but it would take quite a while of editing to kind of. I sent it. What? Yeah, it would take quite a while of revamping things to kind of. Yeah, no, I know, man, I know. But you're 4K. You're 4K on Instagram. You're 4K on YouTube. So you're 4K, man. Yeah, sent. What do you mean sent? Sent. I'm lost. What are you talking about? You can't see comments on Twitch. Yeah, I know. You can't see YouTube comments on Twitch. I don't have it set up for that just yet. So, still in the working process. What do you mean sent? I'm so lost. Seent? I seent it. Oh, you're writing things phonetically again. Oh my god, dude, you're killing me. So, yeah, I got stories from when I was sleeping in my car and stuff. I vivided it with my oculars. Man, you're making my brain melt. I have a bunch of stuff to do tonight. I gotta go through a bunch of paperwork. I'm going through some issues with my credit card company. I don't owe them any money. I have a zero balance. So, but I am going through some hell with my credit card company right now. So anyway, ooh. Okay. So I'm so lost, man. I gotta call these guys tomorrow and figure this out. How's life not working? No, I can't go with Bank of America. They won't accept me. Well, maybe now. I could probably switch to them now. So, all right. So let me give you guys. How's life not working? Well, the thing is, I'm not allowed to work, thanks to the VA. So it's bittersweet. I have a whole new mouth, as you guys can see. My teeth are a lot better than they used to be because I've been getting them fixed. And I'm gonna gross everybody out. Look at that, huh? I don't know if you can see it or not. That was one of the extractions that they did. Yeah. Gross. Wait, hold on. If I move it over here, I could see it. See that? I go in on Friday. They're going to bridge because... Those are temporaries. I got 2 crowns with a bridge that are going to be put in on Friday. I have to go in for an MRI tomorrow because of other health-related issues. Anyway, so yeah, I've been treated pretty good since getting my 100%, but the thing is, I have no option to work even if I wanted to. The VA says I'm unemployable. I'm not allowed to work, period. They don't want, they specifically, if you, I've read some of the stuff from my doctors, and it is shocking, their opinion, that it's a danger to I'm a danger to myself and others working around other people. Let's see what this says. Who cares if the logo is different or not? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? That's funny, dude. What the hell was I talking about? Yeah, so it's been nice, man. Robot bear. Oh, that's so funny. Big brains over at Sony, yeah, right? Hey, HVAC, are you still here? Because I thought you would want to hear these stories. But yeah, life has been good. I've been spending more time with the family. I don't know. It's... my brain is like... things are crazy. So my credit score's been going up and it's been going down. It's been going all over the place. So lately, I've been dealing with an issue between, essentially it's with my credit card company, but it's because of my bank. So for whatever reason, my bank tried to take back the security deposit that it gave to my credit card company. And that's because my bank felt like it was fraudulent, just because, yeah, the credit card company that I went with, they're a little sketchy. I'm not going to lie. When you have really, really bad credit and you're trying to improve it, and you go get a secured card with a credit card company to raise, to boost your scores and everything, I had a $350 credit limit. I put forward that money, right? Oh, it's dope. Yeah. I agree. He's got a pretty awesome channel, man. For that particular group, very nice. And just in general, man, he puts care and passion into it. Go check him out on the good old YouTubes. Anyway, so trying to boost my scores, and I went with this credit card company. I don't owe them anything. Every time I've ever bought anything with that credit card, I immediately paid it off. So I don't owe anything. But they don't do anything online. Everything is like snail mail. It's next to impossible to get a hold of their customer service. So basically, I got a letter in the mail today saying that they closed my account, and this has been kind of like a battle, because when my bank did a chargeback with them, they denied the chargeback because they felt that it was hey, this fraudulent. It's a fraudulent chargeback. So why? And even my bank sent me an email saying, oh yeah, it was we shouldn't have sent the chargeback, even though they tried to, right? So basically, I have to do this verification thing, and I was able to get them on the phone, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll do this verification. Well, we need your social. Here's the thing, man. I don't know where my social is, and with the state of the world right now, it's kind of difficult to get a replacement. So, yeah. No Dodge chargebacks. Mace already has one in his garage. What? Don't get in debt. Credit card late fees suck. Oh, yeah, totally. Here's the thing. I've never, even when, let's see, I've had 2 credit cards in the past. I had an emergency one that I never paid any. I used it for anything. I never did. I'm just going to say that. I never did. But then I had another credit card. It was a Military Star one. I used that just to buy our mattress when we first moved to New York, me and my ex-wife. And then I paid it off because we needed a bed, obviously. So, couldn't have a pregnant woman sleeping on the floor. So, yeah, anyway, for everything. Anyway, so basically, I'm supposed to get my security deposit back, right? That $350. So now I'm like, okay, I don't owe anything to you guys. Let me read this piece of shit letter they sent. Hey, Mike. I love you, buddy. You okay? Did I actually tell you about dinner? Ow!
Oh, sorry.
Right in my butt.
I thought you were in there.
Dinner's on its way. It's delivery, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shut up!
Alright, so they sent this and wrote this on the 25th of September. Didn't even email me. I used to play this game called Swipe the Cod. Yeah, so these guys, we didn't receive your verification documents as requested. Yeah, so they sent me the notification for the verification stuff on the 23rd. And they needed me to mail it in or fax it. And they said I had 2 weeks to get it to them. And I was like, that's fine. I'll arrange getting a copy of my SSN as soon as I can, and I'll get it over to you guys. They said I had 2 weeks. 2 days later, they sent me this letter. We haven't received verification for the documents requested. Therefore, as part of our cardholder agreement, we had to close your credit card account. Your security deposit has been credited to your outstanding balance owed. You'll receive a statement showing the credit for your security deposit to any outstanding balance on your credit card. We regret that your account has been closed, and we are sorry they are no longer able to serve you as a customer. Which, that really sucks. If the card wasn't declined, I was a winner. But that's all that it says. That's all that it says on here. I have a zero balance. I don't owe them anything. So your security deposit has been credited to your outstanding balance owed, which I don't owe anything. And so when I pull up on my phone and I went to the website and all that jazz and I looked at my statement from the month of September, okay, sorry. Credit limit, available credit statement, closing date, days in billing cycle, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't know anything, man. And minimum balance due, $0. Minimum payment due, $0. Payment due date, October 4th. You may pay a late fee of up to $40. Damn, dude. Yeah, I'm telling you, you don't want to mess around with these guys. This shit is ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know anything. So now I gotta call them tomorrow and be like, hey, where is my money? I want to know how they're gonna get my money back to me. Well, I got it because they haven't told me. They might send you a check. Well, which is better than nothing. They expect you to use a credit card, but how if your account is closed? Yeah. So the thing that sucks is now that it's a closed account, it could possibly hurt my credit because the account's closed. I don't know anything on it, but if they write it as a closed account, that could negatively impact me. Now, in the last month, I've opened up several more accounts. I have, I think, what is it? The available credit limit that I have, as far as it looks on my credit report, it's like a few $1,000s. Just because of all the accounts that I have open, but these are all accounts that, I don't owe anything to. You know what I mean? It's just showing that I have a good credit limit. There are ways to kind of hack your credit score, but everything takes money. So things like Credit Strong and Self Lender, well, it's just called Self now. Essentially, you open up a savings account, and then you pay a certain dollar amount towards that savings account each month. They take a very small percentage. I think it's like 1 or 2%, something like that. That's their cut, right? But what you're doing is it shows that you have a... Whoa, come on. So we'll see. I just have to call him tomorrow. It's just a headache. It's just a headache. Well, that's the thing. I can't. I'm not trying to. The thing is. So that doesn't work out very well because remember, I'm trying to buy a home, and when you're trying to buy a home, your debt to income ratio is very, very important. So if I were to take out a small loan of $1 million, if I were to get a small loan and even use the money from that loan to pay for itself, I mean, I guess on paper, yeah, technically or whatever, it would work. But the actuality of it, it would show that it would add to my debts that I owe, right? So it messes up my debt to income ratio. My debt to income ratio is like 30%. It's like right where they want it, and that's mainly just rent or whatever, however they calculate it, California task force will consider paying reparations for slavery. What the hell? Who the I'm not. That's a conversation no one wants to get into. I don't even know what to say. I really don't. What? I gotta Google this now. Great. Bro, my family's Irish. Where's my check? Dude, right back at you. Same here. It's like, what the hell, dude? Okay, Governor Newsroom signed into law a bill Wednesday that will establish a task force to study and develop proposals for paying reparations to the descendants of enslaved black people. Where do I even begin with this one? Because no matter what I say, no matter how I answer, it's gonna piss off everybody. Oh, what about the Native Americans? You know, are we gonna we'll pay them back too for taking all their land, right? It was an age of conquest, okay? If we followed suit with that and gave back everyone's land to everybody, we wouldn't have Hawaii anymore. We wouldn't have Alaska. Well, we bought Alaska, you know? That's different. We paid for it. It's like, okay, fine then. We wouldn't have Hawaii. We wouldn't, Puerto Rico, like a lot of these other territories that we have, we wouldn't have them, right? We'd just give them back, right? Because we owe it, right? Let's give Mexico back. Let's give Mexico back Texas. That's what we'll do. No, because Texas decided to join with us after a while, you know, because they got their own independence from Mexico. Look, man, I'm going to piss off everyone saying this. It's like, here's the thing. The idea of reparations should have been handled once slavery was abolished. That's when it should have been taken care of. And here's the thing. You got to remember, where are these reparations coming from? Well, they're coming from the people, right? They're going to be paid off by the government, which is paid over by taxes, which are collected from people that had nothing to do with slavery. You know, that's the part that pisses me off. It's like, we're taxpayers, but we had no part whatsoever in slavery. So why am I getting punished? Why is the money that I'm putting forward in my taxes, why is that money then being allocated and redistributed to people? And even still, I mean, yeah, would it create some semblance of jobs, this task force or whatever? Look, man, to do it properly the way that it was written in that article, you got to make a task force to make a proposal on how to do reparations to the families that are descended from slavery, right? Okay, so now we have to have a train of proof that the people getting this, that they have a line of succession that is directed towards their family member being in slavery. That a lot of most Americans, like, now I'm not. Here's the thing, I guarantee you, there's a shitload of Americans. Like, let me ask you this. Where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line? All right. My biological mother, her father is black. From that line of succession, I'm pretty damn sure, I'm just going to say it, most likely one of his ancestors was probably a slave here in America. For all I know, just guessing. Do I get a portion of reparations for that? Or because it was my biological mother, because it was my biological mother's father, that I'm too deluded or what? Like, how do you draw the line? Oh my God. I was born white. Got to pay my dues, bro. I mean, I don't know. The whole reparations thing is a very, very, very slippery slope. And reparations does not even account for the systemic injustices that are actually going on. It's like, oh, here's a check, but we're not going to change the school to prison pipeline. You know, we're not going to change the issues that you people have with, what's it called? The thing with the communities, gentrification. We're not going to do anything about that. We're not going to change the things that are causing your communities to be culturally hit so hard by the broken system that we have, that based upon decades of unchanged rulings is inherently racially pushed one way or the other. We're not going to do anything to fix that. But here's a check because you have an ancestor that was a slave. Now we're done. We're done with racism. We gave you your reparations check. There you go. Why not fix the broken system? Why not fix like the school to prison pipeline? How about that? You know, why don't we give these kids in lower impoverished areas, why don't we put more money towards education so that these kids have an equal stake, a better opportunity so that they can get out of these bad neighborhoods, so that they can move forward into these better situations? Why can't we lend people a hand up? There are bright, smart, passionate individuals out there, all right? And it just so happens that they're born where they're born. And because of it, there's certain cultural or whatever things like gang violence, this, that, and the other. They're kind of born into a certain world. And they're kind of like stonewalled into one particular lot in life. Why not break that cycle? The government can do that. The government could be like, hey, I would much rather my tax dollars go towards ending like the things that they're talking about, the systemic racism that's been a part of the government for a long time, the broken system and all that. Put our tax dollars towards fixing that shit, okay? Don't throw fucking free money out to people, but they're still gonna argue about the systemic racism. That's what I don't get. Screw reparations. Oh my god. Exactly. So reparations are for damages. What damage have I caused that my tax money should go towards reparations? So here's the thing. We are so long distanced. And here's the thing, because they say that, oh, well, we cause the damage because we're white. So inherently we have benefits of being whatever skin color that we are. Last I checked, I'm freaking brown, okay? But because of the way I act, because of the people that I grew up with, both my parents being white, with my mom, who's my mom, but she's my stepmom, I grew up around a white family. I had white sisters, that's kind of how I've always presented myself, is stereotypical white guy, but I'm not. I'm brown, okay? Can you see this? But no, I'm white. So that's the group that I get thrown into. And it's my whole life I have. You're an Oreo, I guess. I don't know. The whole thing just grinds my gears. It really irritates me. You have no idea. Like, it pisses me off. Like, this... And because I've never once seen a good argument for it. You know? It's like the whole... Oh my god. It's like, I want to see a good argument for it. I'm down for a good argument on why should we pay reparations. But give me a good argument for it. Give me a real argument for it. But I have yet to see one. Obviously, the people receiving reparations are going to want reparations, right? It doesn't matter if, they really deserve it or not. It's like, oh, it's free money. I'll take it. Fuck it. Whatever, right? Oh, my... I'm like... Oh, this is killing my brain right now. I just want to lay in, man. I just want to lay in. I just... All right. Oh my god. Simpson, are you watching? Because you just liked my video. Are you watching it right now? I need to see if this man is on. I'm opening Chrome. Give me a moment. It might stutter a little bit. But you still have the sultry sound in my voice. No, it's not what I was looking. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god. Ugh. Take that money and clean up the projects. That's true reparations. What is wrong with you, foibles? Is this the page? I don't even know what the... I don't even know. I'm trying to see how I need to I need to check something. I've been sober for too long. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't have the same access on here that I normally do. Yeah, because I'm streaming from a device. Ah! It's hurting my ears. Oh my god, dude. Look, I just Yo, what's up? Oh, hey, alright, real quick. Don't leave. Stay here. Stay here. Do not leave. Alright, everybody. That is watching right now, I need you guys to do something for me. And Chris, I hope to God, man, I hope to God that you can help a brother out with this. Where's the Twitch at? Twitch. Here we go. So, foibles, don't leave! Don't leave! So, Autumn is a friend of mine from high school, OG back in the day. You know what I'm talking about, right? So I'm gonna post this link right now. Anyone that's watching, if you guys could just go check this out, $1, $2, even a share, something. Okay, I don't want to talk about it too much. Did I say Chris? Foibles. I don't want to talk about it out loud too much because it's such a sensitive thing. Check out the link. Go there. You'll get all the information for it. It's for a very, very good cause. Anything makes a difference, and that's all I'm saying. Okay, so if you guys could go, please go check out this GoFundMe. Even just look at it, read it, and if you can, share it. I should probably put that up on the Facebook one as well, for perpetuity in the future, just so it's there. I shared it earlier, but I'm all about promoting the people I give a fuck about in life, you know what I mean? Because that's what we do. We come together, man. So there, I just did that on Facebook as well. So, so Autumn, welcome to the program. It's so great that you can actually catch me live. I'm multi-streaming. I'm on everything right now. I'm on Twitch. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. So we got the whole crew here. Got everybody and everybody. We were just talking about how California wants to pay back reparations because of its involvement in slavery. Like, California, they didn't have slaves in California last I checked. But I digress. It's a moot point, I take it. It's just so oh my goodness. Wait, did that link even work? Hold on. A friend of mine, their child passed away. That's what happened. So, that's what it's all about. Yeah, I guess the link worked. So, it's just to help with costs associated with that. That's all. Oh, okay, yeah. I just it's a sensitive subject, and if I don't know if I can't. That's the one thing I don't like about this is I can't tell who's watching. I can only tell who's watching because it's a restream thing. Anyway, but yeah, it's a sensitive topic, which is why I wasn't trying to push it too hard. But an unfortunate event happened recently to a friend of mine, and it sucks. And I'm really glad that they put that out there. And they put it up today. I made a small contribution, and they're getting so close to their completion amount, and so hey, I just wanted to share it as well, just to kind of get it out there. So this is the time. This is the time in life where when crazy messed up stuff like this happens, it doesn't matter, political party lines or anything like that. It doesn't matter if you feel this way or that way about this candidate or that candidate, or it doesn't matter if what you believe religiously or non-religiously. It doesn't matter. When it comes to situations like this in life, we do have to kind of band together for one another. Those kind of things are very important for us to do. So that's why I try to push that stuff out in the world. It's like for example, I have a hard time tipping someone because I have certain expectations of service. I have certain expectations. Come on, man. But when it comes to things like this, hey, I'm all on board. I'm all on board to get the hand up kind of thing. Hand up as opposed to a handout. That's kind of always been my thing. And it's always like when people that friends of mine, that if they're creating something or doing something, I want to be on board with them. I want to be a part of it. I want to help support them. Just like my friends that have helped me so much with my book and stuff, and have, they've either bought it or reviewed it or read it. Like, that means a lot to me, So I try to do the same for others. So anyway, that's just the long and the short on that. So anyway. All right. So, do we need to talk more about reparations? Do I need to kind of lose my mind more about that or not? Like, what are we doing? What's the deal? Because I don't want to talk about reparations. But I would love to talk with someone that felt like, oh, well, I believe that we do need to have reparations. All right, can you explain why? Like, that's the thing. That's what I used to love about this show back in the day, is that we would get people from all different perspectives on, and we would really have an argument instead of like, yeah, Mace, you're awesome. Everyone agrees with you. I don't want that. I don't mind people, like going back and forth, doing all that whole thing, I could probably do a Bill Clinton impersonation. I was going to talk like this. You know what I mean? Talk about stories. You want me to tell you a story? Oh. Okay, I guess I could do that. Give me 1 second. What kind of story do you guys want? You want an army story? You want one of my homeless stories, or what? What kind of entertainment are you guys looking for tonight? I mean, I'm the monkey, right? I'm supposed to dance and entertain you guys and all that jazz, right? You want me to tell you guys one of my stories of when I was homeless? That's an interesting one. Flat Earth. We're not talking about flat Earth, boy. The Earth ain't flat. The Earth is a spheroid, weird shape. It's almost pear-shaped, actually. Just south of the poles, or it's the equator, it bulges out, centrifugal forces, whatnot. Remember the drill sergeant put his hands on recruits? Oh, you saw that video? Oh, yeah. Well, no, if people want to hear that story, they gotta watch the YouTube video. Foibles, you ain't going nowhere. Foibles, you're going nowhere. All right, bye, man. You have a good night. Thank you for dropping by, buddy. All right. Thank you for dropping by, buddy. I've got this terrible commute. Yeah, because you live in Salt Lake City. Dude, go to sleep, all right? Get some sleep. Get some rest. Have fun, installing Adobe Acrobat Reader on people's computers. All right, so you guys want to hear a story. Okay. Hold on, I got sent a photo real quick. Irrelevant as F. There we go. Later, man. I guess we could do some homeless stories. And since I did talk about GoFundMe, I've done a GoFundMe before. I got $150 from it. I was only asking for $50 for gas. I ran out of money after moving here and stuff. And yeah, it was like... Oh, man. Yeah, I did a GoFundMe. I don't know if I took the video down or if I just privatized it. It was relatively embarrassing, putting that out there in the universe. But I did, and there were people that donated, and it was great, and I was very thankful, and it really helped. Like, even just, that $150 that I got, I actually just opened a new bank account, and because I got that direct deposit, I got an additional $200 from my bank, so it really meant a lot. It kept me going for the rest of the month until the rest of my things got figured out, until I got hired on a job. Like, it really gave me the little bit of cash flow I needed so I could eat, so I could put gas in the car, and so I can go to these interviews and stuff. And it was really something else. And actually, because I posted that GoFundMe, it wasn't even the money so much, is by making that GoFundMe, it got me in line with people that saw it, that were also veterans, that got me in line with the USO. They were the ones that helped me get my job working in security for G4S. Horrible company, by the way. I loved my coworkers. My coworkers were dope, but the company itself was kind of garbage. I used to work at this place called Bella Vita. I was one of the patrolmen, gate guard, whatever there. I eventually became a supervisor, and then shortly after becoming a supervisor, I quit. Just because the workplace was just turned into ass. It really was. And I really couldn't take it anymore. Like, seriously. It just kind of got to the point where it was becoming emotionally taxing. To say the least. But yeah, there was a stretch of time where I slept in my car. And yeah, that kind of sucked. But you kind of got used to it. You would find a quiet neighborhood and stuff, and you'd pull off and kick back. And the only hard part was in the winter. In the summertime, it wasn't too bad because it cools down a little bit at night. You said a lady got boned when she read her. Yeah, dude. So this was off. So Bella Vita, if you don't know where that's at, it's off. No, not where I used to live. It's where I used to work. Well, actually, where I live now. All right, where I live now, there used to be a lot of accidents. Where I used to work, there were a few, but so the gate for Bella Vita, so you have so here's the road. What road is this? I can't even remember the name of it. Jones, I think? No, Decatur. So Decatur. So Bella Vita, you're on Decatur, and then you make a left or you make a right, and you come into the gate, right? Well, this lady was leaving. She stopped at the light. It was her turn, and she waited a moment when the light, because we saw the footage from the gates here, and there's the camera pointing, and you can see everything. So we see the light turn from red to green. The lady waits like a second or two, checks both ways, and then goes. As she's in the middle of the road turning, someone driving ran a red light and hit her. Killed her instantly. Hit right on the driver's side. She was going crazy fast. And that was probably one of the craziest days working, because like all that stretch of Decatur was completely closed off. So the traffic in that surrounding area was crazy. And so we're having to do gate guard from a different gate that was never meant to be, it was like meant to be used for like emergencies, like getting, like emergency vehicles coming in and out. So we had to do road patrol to kind of direct traffic, and then we had to stand at the gate and check, people coming in and out. So the way it worked is you could not leave from that gate. If you wanted to leave, you had to go out the other way, the normal way. You just couldn't come in the normal way because of how they had the road set up, how they had it cordoned off. So you exit through the normal exit, but no one wanted to go that way because the traffic was unbearable. So people were trying to leave from the right way. And I'm a petty dude, man. So we got this gate right here, right? And that's the side road from the side of the complex. So you have this car, and this dude's trying to exit, and we're trying to direct people to come in. So I stand, this car's trying to leave, and I stand right here, and I'm standing, I'm not moving. And I tell this guy, he can reverse and leave, because he's not allowed to come out this way, because that's how we're directing traffic. And he's like, okay, go ahead and move, and I'll reverse out. I'm like, no, you're fine reversing. You're not. I'm fine. I'm not moving. You can reverse out. Like, I'm that petty dude. That was my job, and every job I have, I take super serious. That's part of the reason why I moved up so quick. Also, my reports were very thorough. But the reason why my reports were thorough is because there were some issues with G4S and our client Bella Vita, the homeowners association there. So there was some issues between us and them as far as communication and whatnot. So we were told like, hey, you guys got to do more reports, and they have to be more detailed. So we did. Like, it got to the point where I filed probably every single night like 6 or 7 reports for anything. I would file a report on anything, everything, anything and everything, not just the big stuff. Let's see, one night, and there was video footage of this too. Someone went into the pool area and robbed someone with a machete. They robbed like their purse and stuff, and they pulled a machete out of their backpack, and there was pictures and stuff of them. So that was fun. That whole neighborhood was kind of garbage. There was a string of people going around keying people's cars, so that was a thing. Which, oh, and then people would throw rocks in pools, and what's up? Okay, I'll wrap it up. Anyway, yeah, so food's here, so that's basically the end of that story. Give me anything you guys got left before I leave. Anything at all? Okay, so I guess there's nothing. It's fine. I thank you guys so much for dropping by tonight, and for those of you watching in the future, hey, I appreciate that you've made it this far, I guess. I will be streaming Friday. We're doing video games. We're doing 7 Days to Die. We're going to start that at 7. That's the plan, at least. We're probably going to go a little bit longer on that one. So I'll be playing with a group of people, so it's not going to just be me solo or anything. So it's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time with it. As always, I'm your oh so glorious and beloved Mace Valor, signing